because I think as young men and women in service, what happens is that you're pretty young at that time, right? However, we're exposed to so many hazardous noises. So, being exposed to hazardous noises is ultimately gonna start leading into certain things of hearing loss, right? I know a lot of times, most veterans will not, concurrently admit to it. Most men, right? They may be watching television and they keep on cranking that volume up just a little bit more every day. So with that being said, hearing loss is one huge one, right? So hearing loss, being able to make sure that, that when trying to get service connected for hearing loss, make sure that you're explaining again how hearing loss is affecting you in your life, your lifestyle. All right, because it's very important that we do so. So hearing loss is number one. All right.
Absolutely. No, that's definitely pretty important. And it's, one that, again, it's kind of pretty common. And now, so when you're talking about hearing loss, you kind of mentioned like the hazardous noises and different things of that nature that veterans experience. Now, is there kind of any kind of subsets of the hearing loss condition and different things when it comes to service connecting hearing loss?
Um, well, there's always an underlier, right? So when typically with most injuries, you're gonna could possibly have something that can be, I guess, a secondary in nature or something that is most common that should happen in reliance of that. So with hearing loss would be, again, a tinnitus, right? That's one aspect of most veterans kind of skip over. And because at the end of the day, we don't necessarily try to be affected by these things, but we're used to it, right? If we're used to it, a lot of people aren't going to go after the things of this nature. So tinnitus will be one, and that's pretty much a ringing or a buzzing in the ear because of the exposure to hazardous noise. But unfortunately, most veterans do not really take notice of it because they drown it out. All right, they drown it out. So that's one aspect of it in regards to hearing loss. Tinnitus would be accompanied by that as well. But there are upcoming regulatory changes in regards to that, which again, we're going to talk about because I want to make sure that you guys are very informed and how this subsector of change could actually affect you and your family because hearing loss may or may not become non-compensable. But again, we'll talk about that in a later episode.
Oh wow, that I definitely have a million questions about that. So I'll be sure to tune in to that next episode.